Welcome in everybody, my name is Kyle and in today's Vinyasa class we'll focus on some balancing postures, some hip mobility, a little bit of core strength and coordination. As far as props are concerned, if you have two blocks available for you, they can be nice to bring the floor a little closer for certain postures as well as help give the hands a place for some of the balance work we're going to do. Before we get to all of the things today though, let's slowly begin to find our way onto the back. So any position that feels comfortable, you can either let the soles of the feet come down, you can bring the soles of the feet together and do a Supta Baddha Konasana. Find a position where you can let the back of the neck be long and where you can just kind of feel into your space and breathe here. And right away, noticing that gentle lift and lower of the low belly where you feel space, connection, strength. And as we begin to settle in here, gradually deepening the breath. So inhaling into the low belly, expanding all the way up into heart center. And exhaling from heart center to low belly. Couple more rounds like that, your breath, your pace. Maybe you direct some of that energy to a space within the body that's a little slow to wake up here. One more full breath in front of the chest, lifting towards the ceiling. And exhale to sink into the mat. And on your next inhale, keep the back of the head down, but let the knees hug in towards the chest. Right away, find natural movements here. So whatever really feels good in your physical system, you can roll the ankles, draw some circles with the knees, rock back and forth along the spine. And again, any areas of tension that you might find as we're warming into the body, you just breathe into them, work around them. We don't need to push through at any point in the practice today. Yeah. And now from here, we're slowly going to make our way up into a tabletop position. So you might get there by rocking back and forth along the spine. If it feels good, you can also roll onto one side and gently press it up. But either way, we'll make our way there, shoulders over the wrists, the hips are over the knees. And right away, just feel for your index knuckle connected to the mat. We'll make some easy circles into the hands, the wrists, the forearms. Keeping that slow, steady pace of breath, sides of the ribs expand on the inhale. And maybe they contract on the exhale. If it feels good here, you can change the position of the hands. Backs of the hands can come down to the mat, fingers can face the knees. Anytime we're going to be on the hands, working through some vinyasas, chaturanga is a good idea to give this area of the body a little bit of attention. If you haven't included the spine in these movements yet, introduce something that feels good to the body. It might be cats and cows, dropping the belly, tucking the chin. It might also be an ear to a shoulder or some barrel rolls in the hips. So whatever feels good in the spine here allows you to breathe, connect, and maintain that presence and awareness of what's happening in the physical body as you move. Maybe you're finding a vertebrae that's a little bit slow to join the party, that is a little bit difficult to move on its own. See if you can breathe into that space. Okay. And then when you feel ready, we'll come back to our neutral tabletop position, shoulders stack over the wrists, index knuckles down, and we'll tuck the toes under here. And as we breathe in, just lift the knees an inch or so away from the mat. So shoulders are protract here. Think about pushing the spine between the shoulder blades. Low belly draws in. Okay. We'll stay here for one more breath in. Feel that strength and stability. And as you exhale, let the hips reach up and back. You're in your first downward facing dog of the class. So first down dog, we like gentle pedal outs of the feet, maybe lifting, lowering the heel, maybe rocking the hips side to side. Again, this stage of the practice, there's not really too many rules. You're just kind of feeling out. Really nice. Let the back of the head and neck relax. And then on an inhale, we'll take a lift into your heels, a bend into your knees, And as you exhale, slowly walk the feet forward in between the hands. Nice. Inhale, we'll lengthen up halfway. Exhale, fold in here. Let the low belly connect to the thighs and let the focus be on that rather than straightening the legs. So bend the knees as much as you need to. Let the crown of the head relax down. Hands can stay where they are. Find opposite elbows, maybe a little rock. If you're looking for releasing the back of the neck, you can bring the hands to the back of the head. Just apply a little bit of pressure. Nothing forced. Good. Heels stay pressing into your mat as we inhale, one vertebra at a time. We'll come all the way up to stand. Let the chin roll up last. Good. As we arrive here, shoulders roll down the back, palms face open. Take a moment to feel balance in the feet, so both heels pressing into the mats. We'll take an inhale. And as you exhale, just drop the right ear over to the right shoulder. Maybe make some small circles with the head. So we can draw a half circle, one ear to one shoulder and then the other. If it feels okay in the neck and the balance is all right, you can take the head all the way around. You might explore reaching through the fingertips on one hand, relaxing the jaw. And then when you feel balanced, take a moment to come back through center. Allow the body to register neutral for a moment. Feel that little lift in the kneecaps so your quads are active. And on an inhale, arms extend up and overhead. As we do so, think about getting long through the sides. And on the exhale, we hinge at the hips, folding forward. So keep the weight in the toes as we fold forward here. That'll help protect the hamstring attachments. On an inhale, we lengthen up halfway. The weight stays forward. Chest reaches toward the top of your mat. Nice. And as you exhale here, the palms plant. Step back. We'll find that chaturanga. So little rock forward. We're just lowering down to the height of the elbows. On the inhale, tops of the feet find the mat. Roll your shoulders back. Your upward facing dog. And then exhale. Hips gently wave up and back. Your downward facing dog. So in your down dog, shoulders elevate, meaning moving towards the ears. Outstretches the arms wrap towards the mat. Let that create a little bit of width between your shoulder blades. Find a steady gaze point here and breathe into wherever you feel sensation without feeling like you need to perfect the posture. Good. On your next breath in, the heels lift, the knees bend. And as you exhale, step or float. Let your feet move in between the hands. Yeah. Inhale, lengthen up halfway. Shoulder blades down your back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, both arms reach up and overhead. Think about lifting through the center of your chest. And on the exhale, cactus the arms, elbows wide. Yeah. Inhale, arms re-extend up and overhead. Let the biceps cover the ears. And as you exhale, fold forward with a strong back. Good. Inhale to lengthen halfway, chest towards the top of the mat. On the exhale, your palms plant. You can step back, hop back, float. Moving through your chaturanga. On the inhale, upward facing dog. You can let the knees lift away from the mat if you like. Exhale. Hips reach up and back. We're in a downward facing dog. Now the stillness in our postures, we'll start with the eyes. So imagine that there's a specific space, or find it maybe between the feet or at the knees, and really focus in there. Little lift in the tailbone. If the heels are not on the ground just yet, that's all right. Find a little bend in the knees, create the space where you need to. Good. On a breath in, one more time here, we'll lift heels, bend knees. And as you exhale, step or hop, feet move to the top of the mat. Good. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, we ride the breath all the way up to tall. Arms up and overhead, center of the chest towards your thumbs. And then exhale, cactus the arms, elbows towards your back pockets as you lift the chest. Really good. Inhale, arms sweep high, low belly draws in. Exhale, find that flow here. So third sun salutation and final one, move through your breath, your pace. Again, add in, take away, whatever feels good. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Whatever that journey looks like to get there. And if chaturanga is at any point in the practice a little uncomfortable, you can always skip that and head back to that same place. Really good. On a breath in, let's lift our right leg up high. Yeah. And as you exhale with control, step that right foot forward so that it's next to your right thumb. Okay. Back left leg is going to stay lifted here. We'll inhale, arms reach up and overhead to find a crescent lunge. So in this position, right hip is pulling back. There's a slight rotation forward with the left side of the body, and our back left leg is strong. I like to imagine that the back of my left knee and hamstring are pressing towards the ceiling, and then let the arms reach up and overhead. Good. We'll take a deep breath in, grow tall through the spine. And as you exhale, add a little twist here. So your left elbow will travel outside the right thigh. Hands into prayer, and think about the crown of your head moving away from that left heel. Brace the stability here. And keep that back of the left knee engaged, pressing towards the ceiling. Good. Inhale brings us back through center, arms up and overhead. And as you exhale, the left heel drops. We're in a warrior two position. Good. Warrior two, outer edge of the left foot is connected to your mat. Right inner knee is forward. On an inhale, both arms reach up and overhead. Grab hold of your right wrist with the left hand. And then exhale to reverse your warrior. Feel space through the right side of the body. Little pull with the left hand on that right wrist. As you breathe in, space between the ribs might feel like it's expanding. And on the breath out, just feel that little contraction. Good. One more inhale here. And the exhale brings you back through center. Warrior two. Good. Stay here for a breath in. And then as you exhale, your right forearm comes to the right thigh. Let your left arm reach up and overhead. So in this position, my left fingertips reaching all the way away from my outer edge of the left foot. And we're pressing down to that outer edge of the left foot and left heel. Option to stay here. You can inhale, bring the right arm up and overhead. Imagine you're holding a beach ball. And just note that engagement in the core and in the legs. Maintain the breath here as we're in this position. And your next inhale brings us back through center. Warrior two. Good. On the exhale, your hands come down to frame the right foot. Let it step back to meet the left. And then you have that option to move through your chaturanga. On the inhale, your upper arm rotates out to find your upward facing dog. And then exhale, hips wave up and back, your downward facing dog. Good. Inhale lifts the left leg. Use the left glute to lift that leg a little higher. And then exhale, your left foot steps forward in between the hands. Good. So same setup here. Feel strong in the legs first. Then we inhale to rise up, crescent lunge. Pinky fingers reaching towards the ceiling. We'll take another inhale to grow tall. And then exhale. Right elbow travels outside of your left thigh. Hands come into prayer. And we breathe into both lungs here. Okay. So notice if that right heel is reaching back, try to lean forward a little bit so you can lengthen the crown of the head away from that right heel. Really good. Stay here. Feel the stability. Inhale brings us back through center. Good. As you exhale, drop that right heel to the mat. We're in a warrior two. Good. One deep breath in here. Arms reach up and overhead. Grab hold of the left wrist with the right hand and then exhale to reverse your warrior. Keep a little bend in that front left knee. Doesn't need to be the deepest lunge you can manage, but we just want to be aware of what's happening with that front leg.
One more inhale as you are. Exhale brings you back through center, warrior two. Then stay for the breath in, and now as you exhale, left forearm to the left thigh, right arm reaches up and overhead. Outer edge of the right foot is connected, the left hip is pulling back. You can stay right here or let that left arm extend to meet the right. And imagine that beach ball is up and overhead, but maintain your breath. Strong in the legs as we inhale back through center, warrior two. And then exhale, the hands come down to frame your left foot. Step back. You can move through that chaturanga if you like, or right back to your downward facing dog. Thinking of the hands and arms as an extension of the hips and side body. Really good. On an inhale, we'll lift the heels, bend the knees. And as you exhale, step or hop, let your feet move forward. Good. Inhale to lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, the arms sweep up and overhead. Draw the low belly in as you move up. Exhale, hands move to the heart center. Let the arms relax down. Good. From the top of your mat, allow yourself to step the feet a little wider than mat, with distance with the toes facing forward. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. Good. So hands are going to find the low back first. And as we inhale here, lift the chest, squeeze the elbows in towards one another. Good. On the exhale, we hinge the hips, folding forward. Good. Hands find the mat in front of you. Think Prasarita A here. If the hamstrings are feeling a little more open, you can slide the hands back more in line with the heels. Yeah. When you're ready, let the right hand find the center of the mat or a block in front of you. So we're looking right down at the back of the right hand. Yeah. As we inhale here, the left arm sweeps high, we twist open. And then on the exhale, your left hand replaces the right. Inhale, right hand. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left hand. Exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, right. Exhale, lower. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, return to that forward fold. Nice. Inhale to lengthen up halfway. And as you exhale, grab hold of the waist. We'll come up to stand. Cool. Now keep the toes where they are. You're just going to turn the toes out. So the right toes turn out, the left toes turn out. This is the start of our goddess squat, and the balance can be a little tricky here. So take your time as you sink the hips back. Let the hands find heart center. I like to imagine my knees are moving out and slightly behind me here to create a little bit more space in the inner thighs. Good. Once we find that position, inhale, arms reach up and overhead, sides long. Stay comfortable in that squat, but deep as you can. Deep breath in here. And as you exhale, your left arm reaches underneath you. Push your way with that left hand as the right arm reaches over top. Good. Inhale brings you back through center. And then exhale, we shift it right over to the other side. Right hand pushes away, left arm sweeps up and over. Now moving with your breath, just find a little sway here. Breath to movement. Balanced in the legs, strong in the legs, but really focusing on this counterbalance of the arms and how that allows you to create space through the rib cage. Good. Allow yourself to feel balanced here. When you find that position, come back through center. We'll sink into legs for a moment. Okay, we're here for a breath in. Exhale, straighten the legs. Good. Let the toes turn forward. Nice and easy, we'll step back. Center of the mat here. Moving through, inhale. Arms reach up and overhead. Think about the triceps and lats rotating forward, wide upper back. Okay. On the exhale, folding forward over the legs. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step it back. Find that chaturanga if it feels good. Inhale, center of the chest reaches forward, collarbones wide, upward facing dog. Exhale, inner thighs spiral up and back to your downward facing dog. Good. Adding in some breath and movement here. Inhale, right leg reaches high. On the exhale, step your right foot forward next to your right thumb. Inhale, arms reach up and overhead. Find your crescent lunge. Again, we're strong in that back left leg. On the exhale, cactus the arms. Lift the chest. Good. Inhale, arms reach up and overhead. As you exhale, begin to lean forward. Fingertips reach away from your left heel. And we're strong through the back of the body. So think about right side of low belly moving towards the right thigh. We're here for an inhale. And on the exhale, this can be one step or a couple. Draw your left knee into the chest. One-legged Tadasana, right heel, crown of the head, move away from each other. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, we'll add a twist here. Your right hand moves to the left knee, and we twist open to the left. Good. Inhale brings you back through center, arms reach up and overhead. And as you exhale, we're going right back where we came from. Left toes reach for the back of the mat. Good. As they land with control, inhale, arms high, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come down, framing your right foot. Step back, take that transition of your choice. Chaturanga. Or right back to downward facing dog. Good. As we arrive here right away, inhale, left leg. Exhale, left foot forward between the hands. Strong legs, inhale, arms high. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the chest. Good. Inhale, arms reach back up and overhead. Exhale, find that length. Right toes stay on the mat, left hip pulls back. We're here for the inhale. Exhale, take that big step forward, right knee into the chest. It's okay if it's wobbly. Good. Stay here for an inhale. And then exhale, add the twist, left hand to the right knee. Right arm reaches back as we twist over. Really good. Inhale brings us back through center, arms are high. Exhale, lean forward. Little bend in that left knee, right toes reach back. Good. With control, that right leg sets down. We inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, the hands come down. Really good. Again, let these transitions be interesting, be meaningful for you. Something that serves the body and your breath without necessarily following a set pattern. Yeah. One more time through like that, breath to movement. Maybe adding on a little bit this time. We'll inhale, right leg lifts up. Okay. Exhale, right foot forward next to the right thumb. Good. Strong back leg, inhale, arms high. Exhale, cactus the arms, shoulder blades down the back, strong in that left leg. Good. Inhale, arms extend. Exhale, begin to lean forward. Maybe this time that left leg lifts as we find a warrior 3 variation. Your left heel is moving away from the crown of the head. Take a breath in. And then on the exhale, left knee pulls into the chest. Arms reach up and overhead. Good. As you exhale, rather than twisting this time, left ankle crosses on top of the right thigh. Let the hips sink back to the degree it's comfortable into your variation of figure 4. Outer left knee is towards the floor here. There's a flex in that left ankle to help you protect the knee. Good. Right heel presses down as we draw that left knee back into the chest. And then exhale to lean forward. Left toes reach for the back of the mat. As controlled as possible, let them land. Good. Inhale, arms reach up and overhead. Exhale, the left heel drops, warrior 2. Good. Stay here for a breath in, and then as you exhale, let your right leg straighten into your variation of triangle pose. Right hand can find the thigh, the shin. You can bring the hand down to the right foot, or a block can be nice here. And we gaze up at the left thumb. So I like to push down to the outer edge of my left foot to open that left hip and think about lengthening through the right side of the body just a little bit. Really good. Strong legs here as we inhale back through center. Good. And then exhale, micro bend in that right knee. The hands come down to frame your right foot. Step it back. Move through. Really good. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, left foot forward. Good. Inhale, arms reach high. Low belly draws in. Exhale to cactus the arms, lift the chest. Feel that space. Nice. Inhale, arms reach up and overhead. And as you exhale, begin to lean forward. Maybe you move into that warrior 3 variation here. Think about your right hip rotating down towards the floor just a little bit. We're here for a breath in. And then on the exhale, we draw that right knee in towards the chest. Good. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, find that figure 4 variation. Sink the hips down if you like. Feel that stretch to the outside of the right leg and glute. Notice if you're holding any tension in the face, the jaw. Good. And that left heel presses down as we inhale, right knee to the chest, arms up and overhead. Good. Exhale, lean forward. Right toes reach for the back of the neck. Nice. Moving with control here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right heel drops, warrior 2. Good. We're here for a breath in. Exhale, straighten that left leg. Left hand can find the shin, the foot, the floor. One side may be very different than the other, so allow space for that. We look up at the right thumb. Good. Steady gaze, relax the forehead. Inhale, push you back through center, strong legs. Good. On the exhale, hands come down to frame your left foot. Again, step back, take that transition in a way that feels good in your body. One last little bit of engagement here into the IT band, into the legs, and then we'll start to slow things down. So inhale, reach your right leg high. On the exhale, your right knee moves cross body towards your left elbow. Push the floor away. Good. Hold here for a moment. And then as you exhale, your right foot is going to move to the left side of the mat. So this can be enough right here. Strong stretch in that IT band. If it feels okay, you can drop the left heel down and inhale to reach your left arm high, all in triangle position. We're thinking about bridging the hips towards the ceiling and really focusing on that index knuckle of the right hand pressing down. We're here for one breath in. On the exhale, your left hand returns to the mat. Right knee taps the right elbow, and we inhale to sweep that right leg up and back. Take a moment, roll out the ankle, the knee, the hip. And when you are ready, right foot returns to the mat next to your left. Inhale, left leg sweeps high. Exhale, we move cross body, left knee towards the right elbow. Good. Hold for a moment. And then exhale, left foot sets down on the right side of the mat. So again, same setup, different side. You can stay here. You can also drop that right heel and inhale to lift your right arm. Strong in that left hand, outer edge of the left foot presses down as well. We're here for a breath in. And then exhale, right hand returns to the mat. Left knee taps the left elbow. Extend that left leg up and back. Roll out the ankle, the knee, the hip. Find those natural movements. When you're
you're ready, left foot sets down next to the right. And one more time here, inhale, lifts the right leg. On the exhale, your right foot travels to the outside of your right hand. Nice. Left knee sets down, untuck your left toes. Another breath in here, right arm sweeps up and overhead. You're looking at the right thumb for a moment. Good. On the exhale, right hand drops to the back of the head, so your elbows lifting towards the ceiling. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, round down, right elbow toward your left wrist. Good. Inhale, right elbow sweeps high, twisting open. Exhale to round down. Elbow doesn't have to come all the way to the floor. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to round down. Good. Inhale, right elbow lifts one more time. On the exhale, your right hand comes down inside of your right foot. Good. Left toes tuck under here, re-engage in that back leg, and then pressing into the hands. Let your right leg reach up and back. Three-legged dog, roll out to the ankle, knee, hip as you see fit. When you're ready, right foot finds the mat next to the left. And we'll inhale, sweep left leg. Yeah. Exhale, left foot travels outside of the left hand. Set the right knee down, untuck your toes. Good. On the inhale, left arm sweeps open. And exhale to drop that left hand behind the head, elbow towards the ceiling. Deep breath in. Exhale, left elbow, right wrist. We're in that direction. Inhale, we sweep up. Exhale, we round down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left elbow high. Exhale, left hand inside the left foot. Tuck the right toes, engage in that back leg. Good. Both hands press down here, and we sweep our left leg over and behind. Roll out the hip, the knee, the ankle. When you're ready, left foot returns to your mat, next to the right. Good. Inhale, we lift heels, bend knees. On the exhale, step or float through to a comfortable seat. Cool. And I'm going to turn forward so that we can see each other for this. Working into a little bit more hip and hamstring compression here. So legs are out in front of you to start, and I'm going to find a bend into my right knee. So thinking about hugging that right knee towards the chest. This same side arm, in this case my right arm, is going to come underneath the right thigh, and my left arm is going to cross over top. Left heel stays on the floor here, and then as I inhale, I'm just going to lift this right leg to the degree it's comfortable. On the exhale, slowly lower it down. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah. One more full round here. Inhale. Exhale. Right. Inhale, lifts the leg high. This time we'll hold the leg. And as you exhale, release the hands. Keep that right leg where it is for 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Set your right foot down. You can take a second, shake out the leg if that feels good. It can be a little crampy in the hip flexor there if we don't compress that way very often. So that is the same on the left side, right? So your left knee bends, right leg is forward. Yeah. So it's the same side elbow, wraps underneath, so left elbow underneath the left leg, right arm crosses over top. We want to stay tall in the chest here, so we inhale to lift. Okay. And then with control, lift that left leg, active in the top of the leg. Exhale to lower down. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale.
lifting through the chest. Exhale to lower down. Okay. This time we inhale, hold the top, lift the chest, and as you exhale, release the arms. We're here for 3, for 2, and 1. Exhale. Nice. Set that down. That can be quite intense through the hip flexors, through the quads. So if you're feeling that a little bit, just pat it out with the fists, move in a way that feels good. Nice. And then when you're ready, we'll extend our right leg. Let your left foot come to the inside of your right thigh. So your right hand is going to reach cross body to the left knee. And then we'll inhale to reach the left arm up and overhead. Good. On the exhale, we lean those left fingertips over to the right. Keep the right hand on the left knee best you can. And try not to let the left shoulder dip towards the center of the mat. So really opening through the left side. Good. Inhale pulls you back through center, left arm high. And now as you exhale, left hand comes down next to your left hip. On the inhale, right arm reaches up and overhead. Press down through the left shin, outer edge of the right foot finds the floor. If it feels good here, you can take some rotations through the arm. You can find that cactus position. We're just here for a breath in. And then exhale. Let the hips lower down slowly. Yep. We're just going to change the position of the leg so that the left leg is wide, right foot is on the inside. Yep. Now the left hand reaches cross body to the right knee. We inhale to reach high with our right arm. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, lean over. Left hand on the right knee, right shoulder pulling back. Yeah, nothing forced here, just feeling space in that right side. Inhale pulls us back through center, right arm reaches up and overhead. Good. On the exhale, right hand next to your right hip. And then we inhale, expanding through the left side. So the right shin presses down, the outer edge of the left foot connects. Same option for your natural movements. Here for one more breath in. And on the exhale, set the hips down. Last little bit here today, extend that right leg long to meet the left. It doesn't have to be the widest travel you can manage, but somewhere that feels like you're seated comfortably. If it's uncomfortable to sit this way, you can elevate the hips with a block. You can also bring blocks in front of you to support the hands. As we inhale here, chest lifts. And then as we exhale, begin to walk, lean forward. Think about the chest reaching towards the top of your mat and the heels pressing away from you. We don't want this to feel like straining, but rather a place where we can feel, where we can breathe into the stretch. If it's comfortable, the hands can come down to the floor and keep lifting through the chest. It's almost like there's a little back bend in the upper spine. Crown of the head reaching away from the tip of the tailbone. You just find that place where you feel sensation and weight there at that end range. Really good. To come out of this stretch, start by walking your hands underneath the shoulders first. Let the hands find the outsides of your knees, drawing the legs together. And then grabbing hold of the shins, we'll just nice and slowly make our way down onto our backs. Yeah. As you arrive right away, let the knees hug in towards the chest. You might draw some circles here. You might also take the outer edges of the feet, exploring a happy baby position. You straighten one leg and then the other. Maybe just find some little rocks. When you feel content in that exploration, let the knees hug back in towards the chest.
And then we'll keep the right knee where it is, extend your left leg long. Stay here for a breath in. And on the exhale, just drop that right knee over to the left side. Thinking about staying grounded through your right shoulder and then shifting the gaze over that same shoulder. You allow yourself to let go of some of that physical effort, moving back into stillness. Noticing any shifts in breath or mental activity as we do so. Next inhale draws you back through center, right knee into the chest. And we'll drop that left knee into the knees. Option to take those natural rolls in between sides before you move over to the other. And then keeping hold of that left knee, the right leg extends. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, right hand is on the outside of the left knee. We gaze over the left shoulder. Soften where you can. If there's a sensation that you're not able to let go of, just breathe into that. And nothing forced. Inhale brings you back through center with control, left knee into the chest. Take a big inhale to draw the right knee in as well. Feel all the way up. And open mouth, exhale. Let it go. Let the feet find the corner edges of the mat or any position that's comfortable. If there are any final natural movements that feel good in your space, take a moment to explore that. Right away, take an opportunity just to notice where you feel space, where you feel connected. And then allow the breath to return to its natural rhythm. Understanding there's nothing else that you have to do in this moment. Let the eyes close off. Allow yourself to settle in. I encourage you to stay in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. Enjoy these next couple of minutes for yourself. I'm going to conclude our practice here. It's been an honor to serve you. You have a great rest of your day. Namaste.